shy. It is his first time in Kansas City. It's okay, Joey. It's okay, boy. It's okay. Calm down. Calm down. It's okay. It's okay. Good boy. Good boy. Get out of my pocket. Okay, Melissa, would you like to feed him a sugar cube? It might help calm him down. I've got one. That's why I was going for my pocket.
Does he really eat?
Yes, here you go.
Okay. Oh, okay.
There you go. So let him come to you.
Okay, oh good. Thank you
Hold
for
your hand out and he'll suss it out.
See, there it is right there. There, right. Yeah. There, yeah. Hi.
There you go.
Okay. That's great. Yeah, that was awesome.
Well, as you can see, he is a beautiful and innovative design. And if it's okay, I'd like to just talk about how these gentlemen bring joy to life, break it down actor by actor. So first we have the head puppeteer, who his physical task is to deal with Joey's sight line. Because where Joey is looking will tell us to some degree what Joey is thinking. Now, each of these guys has an emotional indicator as well, and the ears are the emotional indicator for the head puppeteer. When Joey's ears are forward, he's feeling friendly, attentive, curious, alert. But sometimes, whether it's a horse or a human or a fly, something can make those ears whip around, and he will definitely let us know that something is bothering him. He's upset, he's agitated, maybe he's scared. But we don't like Joey when he's like that. He's a little hard to handle. We're going to move on now to the heart puppeteer. Now, the heart puppeteer's physical task is to deal with the weight of Joey. No actual weight goes through the puppet's legs. All of the weight of Joey goes through the heart puppeteer's legs. So every time a hoof hits the ground, you, the audience, should feel the weight of Joey and the muscle moving Joey forward. Now, the heart puppeteer's emotional indicator is one of the smallest but most important mechanisms, and that's the breath. The breath lets us know that Joey is alive. Now, sometimes Joey's breaths could be high and shallow, which would give us the feeling again that he might be upset, he's nervous, a little stressed out, or his breaths could then become deep and raggedy, which would give us the feeling that he is overworked and exhausted from the war. Now, sometimes he'll just get an attitude and give us a bit of a snort with a lot of force. That is pretty interesting, but it also could mean that he is breathing out to breathe particles back up into his nose to get a better idea of what his surroundings are. Now, last but not least, we have the hind puppeteer. Now, the hind puppeteer's emotional indicator is the tail. And we searched for a long time for material that would work well, is light, moves well with air, and we found something that was made out of foam that worked beautifully, but we soon discovered that it wasn't a good match because it was highly flammable. Not a very good match. So we found this amazing material you see here called Tyvek, which actually is very durable. I believe the Australian dollar is made of this material. A lot of billboards are sometimes made from this material. It's very similar also to a FedEx envelope. So it's very durable, very light, and moves well with air. And I've seen Joey in a lot of promotional photo shoots give this boy a fan, and he will give Beyonce a run for her money. Every time. Now, the physical task for the hind puppeteer is to show us the power and muscle of the hind legs. But, an interesting thing, the heart puppeteer strapped into Joey in such a way that he cannot turn around to see what the hind puppeteer is doing. So it's the hind puppeteer's responsibility to set up a 4-beat pattern for Joey when he begins to walk. And when the walk transitions to a trot. And then when the trot transitions to a gallop. Okay, Joey, calm down. Joey, come on. Calm down, Joey. Calm down. It's okay. It's okay. Well, he's getting a bit worked up. I think I need to get him to the Boulevard Brewery for some barley. But before we go, one more thing. All right, boy. Way up, Joey. Way up, boy. Great job. Good boy.